lots of us that love her.
So tell me about these humans that love the earth. What is their service right now?
They're spreading around. They're activating themselves. They vibrate. They vibrate on earth, on the surface, on the density. Wherever they go, they touch so many. The trees, the animals, humans, structures. They don't know. They don't know.
So is there anything we can do now to help these awakening ones that they don't always know who they are? What do they need to hear right now?
They feel so alone. They don't know they are family. They have each other. There are so many. And because they're so focused on their mission and on what they have to do for Earth and for themselves through that, they don't realize they have so much support, not just in the higher realms, but on Earth as humans, embodied. Animals can help them too. They are not just for the Earth, but the Earth is for them too. There are other humans.
So they need to connect with one another to help and support each other.
Yes, yes. They're so earthy. They forget that they need the tangible presence of not just high, also higher beings, but Earth as well.
Yeah.
Humans as well.
Because they need the physical, emotional support from other light workers.
They need a physical human to connect with them, to tell them, not just the higher realms that they cannot see, that they know, but that they have to listen to, see in a very 3D physical way because they're so earthy, to know deeper level, to touch them on a cellular level. They don't have to physically touch themselves, but they can connect with themselves.
Right. So they need to come together in their groups and their circles.
They need to form the circles.
Yes.
Medicine wheel. They can become a medicine wheel when they connect.
Like
and open portals.
Others, they can form medicine wheels all over the planet.
Yes.
Yeah. Actually, this is a very powerful day on the planet right now. It is May the 1st, which is in the Celtic tradition Beltane, symbol of fertility for the earth. So is there anything that we could do at this time to bring fertility and abundance for the light workers and for the earth?
Love the heart. When we love our hearts, we love the earth. When we love our bodies, the body that has been so shamed, the human aspect that has been so abused, just like the earth. Just like the earth. When we love our bodies, we love the earth.
So let us ask for that for all of the human family, that they be reborn to a celebration of the physical earth and the physical body as an expression of beauty.
Celebrate the humans that we are.
But each one
and
is
lift each other by loving yourself.
right. Yes. That each one is a god, is a goddess in their own right.
Yes. Yes, there's so many who live in shame, trapped in feeling trapped in the body, just like they feel trapped on earth.
Mm.
These humans need connection to earth, not just high, to their bodies, to earth, to their hearts.
So, can you tell me, as the mother energy, what is the process that the earth is undergoing right now? What is happening on the earth?
She is having a breather. She is exhaling now. There's so much stillness. There's so much stillness. She can exhale. And as she exhales, while the humans are more, less distracted, less busy,
Mm.
she can breathe and know herself to be also peace, not just a holder for the busyness, but she can also have room to breathe, find the quiet, and to know herself as more than just a holder from humanity.
So, she's remembering her beauty and her peace.
Yes, she is also waking up.
Mm.
Her shadow self, her shadow self is being shaken because that needs to come up to the light. And as we love our bodies, we love her shadow as well.
What is her shadow that is awakening now? What would that look like?
The unworthiness of being dense. The shameful part of the fall.
Mm.
And choosing to play light and dark.
So, how is that going to change through this process of lifting up, of awakening? What will that do? What will happen to the shadow?
The more of us love ourselves, all of our aspects, and as we dare to look at what makes us feel uncomfortable, as we dare to bless the shadow, the shadow remembers it is also light. There is no shadow, there is no light, there is only love.
That's right.
So the embodiers remember the simplicity, remember the simplicity, remember the earth, because they are earth. And as we remember ourselves as being divine, we remember earth as being divine, and we lift her. We lift her together. And we remind her that she is not always or only the holder, but also the beloved.
Mm.
We can mother her too.
That's right. So now that humanity is going through this time where outer movement is severely restricted, how can we make the best of this time?
Delightful, delightful. Find the stillness. So what parts inside run from stillness? What are the parts that are missing the busyness, the distractions? Which part of us wants to run? How can that part find safety in stillness? because the shadow does not know safety. That's why it's always running, always busy, always distracted.
Because it's afraid to look within.
It is afraid to look at itself
Mm.
because it does not know that it also is love. And when we dare to bless our shadow, we bless all shadows. And we lift even the mindset of shadows because in the higher dimensions there are no shadows. That is a game that is choosing to be played and that no longer serves.
Mm.
Now,
So it's not about pointing the finger at what other people are doing. It's about going within and healing your shadow, loving your shadow.
and loving the inner child and knowing that when another is running around scared because everything is coming up,
Mm-hmm.
all the darkness is coming up. We don't have to deny it, we don't have to run from it. But can we love the child inside that feels scared to see what it makes it uncomfortable? Because what is getting triggered is the masculine that wants to, the distorted masculine that wants to fix, that wants to solve. But in the fixing and the solving, it does not know that it is casting a shadow and a judgment.
Mm.
And right now, it is not a time to fix, to run, to solve. It is a time to be present and to love the inner child in all, the scared one that is running around or hiding.
So when we've gone through this time of being kept physically restricted so we can go within, what changes will we see on the earth? How is it going to change our way of life if we can use this time?
Oh, we will become the creativity. The creativity is getting so challenged and activated, we should say, because when one is busy, one is not connected, but creativity is doing, running. There is no time to find creative solutions, creative connections. And right now, the constrictions, the non busyness, so much time. Play, play humanity. It is time to play and not to judge or to look at what is falling down. That is already happening. But it is to play and to find that inner child inside that wants to run around free in a world that is more free. But before we can run around free, mm, mm, we have to let the inner child be free. We have to sit with our emotions. Love the one that is scared. Love the one that is scared.
And is that part of the purpose for all of this chaos, that we're allowed to have our fears come up so we can resolve them and release them?
Yes, we should say yes. And also by loving the inner child, the shadow aspects that have been banned, bashed, shamed, feared, and destructive. When we dare to love that in ourselves, we give others permission to do so as well. And in a new society that blesses instead of condemns,
Mm,
the growth will
mm.
be immense. The peace will be present. And there will be no need for judgment, for running, for busyness, because there is safety to rest, to relax, to create.
So that is the new earth that you were talking about there. That's what the new earth will be.
Yes, It is beautiful to connect to that, to imagine that, to play with that. But how can we create a new world when we are busy looking at the old one?
Mm. So instead of focusing on what's not working, what's leaving, what's falling down, we need to focus on being creative and where can we bring the love? How can we bring the love?
And I love the one that is scared. And how can I create the new? Build on love and safety, not on ego. Because it is the ego that has been banned and shamed for years, even in the spiritual community. Ego, dissolve the ego, ban the ego, kill the ego. That is a aspect of the self. And the more that we try to shame, judge, or even sometimes forgive the ego, what we're doing is shaming it. It is a part of us that needs safety. Safety. It is safe.
So for all of us, where does true safety come from? What does
Wonderful, wonderful. We love this question. Because everybody is so busy. What's going to be the new earth? What's happening in the old earth? The foundation now is key as we are going and moving forward. How can we build new roots based on safety? As we all know, the root chakra is about safety. In a distorted society, shall we say, it has not found actual safety, the emotional, mental, physical safety to ground and actually plant itself. So most humans are not connected to their bodies because they are not safe in the body. And as we love the inner child, as we get more creative, playful, and looking at our own self, giving ourselves what we need to be free and playful, that is how we create the new. Safety is key.
Mm. So is
Humans do not know how sensitive they
this all part of the plan then for the awakening of the earth, this time of being shut down, of restriction? Is that a part of the plan?
are. Oh, we bless the COVID. We bless it so much. Humans, it is activating. We have compassion for the fear that is coming up, but that is exactly what needs to come up. Do we dare to love the fear, or do we run at the distractions or whatever else is popping up? It is part of it. It is divine.